You think billionaires just buy normal houses? Nah, some of them bought entire islands. Some built underground bunkers. One even lives in a tiny home. This is the billionaire house tier list. Most people want privacy, so they build a bigger fence. Jeff Bezos, he spent $68 million on one mansion, then dropped another $79 million on the house right next door. He didn't move away from the neighbors. He just bought them. That's a straight up power move. B tier. Michael Jordan's mansion has been sitting on the market for years, and honestly, I get why. The gates have his number, the basketball court has his family's names on it, and the whole place feels like you're stepping into someone else's life. You're not buying a house, you're buying Michael Jordan's old memories. Hard pass. D tier. Kim Kardashian turned her mansion into this super minimal, all beige vibe. It looks expensive, sure, but walking through it feels like being inside an art museum where you're scared to touch anything. It's nice, but it also feels kind of soulless, like the house is too cool for you. D tier. Elon Musk sold off almost $100 million worth of houses and said he wanted to own less stuff. Now his most famous home is this tiny $50,000 prefab box near SpaceX. Is it actual minimalism or just smart marketing? I still can't tell. B tier. The Saudi crown prince bought a $300 million French chateau with a nightclub inside. Actual underwater aquarium. You can control almost everything with an iPhone. B tier. Steve Jobs hated one historic mansion so much that he let it rot for almost 10 years just so he could legally tear it down. He spent years fighting to destroy a beautiful old house. D tier. Mar-a-Lago isn't really a house anymore. It's a private club where wealthy members pay a huge fee to join. Between the luxury and all the constant headlines, it feels less like a home and more like a permanent news story. B tier. Larry Page owns multiple private islands, and almost nobody knows what actually happens there. It's giving full Bond villain energy. Wildcard tier. Bill Gates has a $150 million house with an underwater sound system in the pool, a real Leonardo da Vinci manuscript in the library, and get this, he has a favorite tree that gets monitored around the clock. A tier. El Chapo had billions, but instead of relaxing in beach houses, he spent much of his time hiding in safe houses connected by secret tunnels. All that money and still no peace. Imagine being that rich and still living like you're on the run. F tier. Ken Griffin spent $238 million on 4 floors of a skyscraper in New York. That's not a home, that's a very expensive vault with windows. You're not really buying somewhere to live. You're buying a financial asset that just happens to have a kitchen. C tier. Jack Ma owns a beautiful mansion overlooking Hong Kong, but after criticizing Chinese financial regulators in 2020, he largely disappeared from public view for a period before reappearing. Incredible house, complicated history. C tier. Warren Buffett bought his house in Omaha back in 1958 and never left. He could have bought almost any mansion on earth, but stayed in the same simple home for more than 65 years. In a world full of people flexing, that's actually pretty rare. A tier. Reports have described a massive palace linked to Vladimir Putin, with extensive security, lavish interiors, and even underground facilities. Whether you see it as a mansion or a fortress, one thing is clear, it's built for security. S tier. Mark Zuckerberg has been building a massive compound in Hawaii with multiple houses and underground facilities. If the world ever goes sideways, he's probably got the best Wi-Fi and the strongest bunker. B tier. Larry Ellison didn't just buy a mansion, he bought most of the Hawaiian island of Lanai. At that point, you're not collecting houses anymore. You're collecting geography. That's next level. God tier. And finally, Mukesh Ambani, a 27-story skyscraper mansion right in the middle of Mumbai. Most billionaires build bigger houses. This guy built upward. It's got room for hundreds of staff and dozens of cars. This is the final boss of billionaire homes, legendary tier. So, be honest, which one are you actually taking? The private island, the tiny home, or the 27-story skyscraper? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.